I'd like to ask y'all too. I was looking at also. I seen y'all change y'all names a lot. Like, y'all went from one name and y'all got a new name. Was it any reason because of business or, a growth in music, or why y'all change y'all names?
For a while it was business when we were trying to get the Bush Baby records, and I know we had did dub rock for a little time, Khalil. But I think a lot of some of it too, for the, at least I speak for myself, for the MC thing, was like you said, just growth. I was 17 when I signed the deal, brethren. Like, I had to go to the courts with my mom and everything to even sign the contract.
Okay.
So yeah, man. So we was youths, So I think as we kind of evolved, the sound changed, the vibes changed. You know what I mean? And so for the group name, I know we were having some times where we were trying to get the master rights and trying to do records outside.
So you're telling me that the label still own the name or something like that?
Owned like past tense, not.
Past tense. Okay.
Yeah, because
for that?
Yeah, there's a there's a word, man, that has been released and the public knows about it a little more, but that word perpetuity that they used to put in people's contracts basically mean I own your shit forever.
Ooh.
And so
say that again,
just that
say that again, because I didn't even know that. I want you to educate somebody on that.
Yeah, man. So that word perpetuity, you'll hear even Dave Chappelle talk about it in a couple of his stand-ups. It basically means ongoing, forever, for the rest of the time. And so you can't until you're out when you're dead, anger. So you really can't, but legally, you understand, when you reason through that legally, properly, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's a contract must have a duration, a time. Right. You understand?
Right, supposed to.
Right.
They say like I just heard Pharrell say that shit the other day, talking about music contract is the only contract that takes away, like takes your shit. Like you could go get something for the bank gonna be like, okay, you get this certain amount of time and you gotta pay it off and then you own it. Music business, we own it. That's it.
Right. Unless you know how to negotiate.
That's what?
Unless you know how to negotiate.
You have to negotiate.
You get what you negotiate. You get what you negotiate.
I don't know. You sounding breaking up, brother.
I said you get what you negotiate.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. But if you was young, I was coming in the game 16, 18 years old.
Yeah, no.
I mean, like I tell anybody, it's not really about you don't know. It's about we coming from the hood. We coming from the neighborhood that we ain't really got it. So here comes somebody offering you $500,000.
Correct.
You ready to go back to the neighborhood without that $500,000? You ready to say, I'm taking that.
Yo, y'all hearing that
noise, yo?
What is that?
I don't know. Somebody echoing.
Oh, can you hear me?
Sound like somebody has babies in the back.
Nah, ain't nobody in my house with me.
Can y'all mute?
Can y'all mute? Not talking there.
Yo, Lee.
Yeah, I think it
Might have been Lee.
We're
finding the culprit. Yeah, he froze. You said quiet now. We're finding the culprit, Lee.
He went to go hide.
Yeah, we'll find the culprit.
Lee Major.
Before we get out of here, though,
yeah, man.
What you get out
here? Me just get started. What you get out here? Me just
no. I ain't saying like that. I see a Lee freezing up on me. I ain't want to get started. You know what I mean? Like, okay, now, even in Flatbush growing up, I know me growing up, you know what I'm saying? You say you living in the Bronx and a couple other places, but where do y'all eat at? You know what I mean? I know you say we party at the Ark. Like, what are the nice spots? What Jamaican restaurant y'all like to eat at out here?
So I had to laugh.
Man, damn, what was the restaurant? Remember Dex Flex family did have a restaurant, right?
We used to have KFC, but I used to be Ali's Roti Shop.
No, man, right by Don Juan. Right by Don Juan, the restaurant there.
Anybody can help him? Anybody can help him in the chat? Help him out.
All them roti shops in Flatbush, I would be at.
All the roti shop? Name one, man. Name one roti shop.
Come on, man. Everybody know Ali's. You go to Ali Roti Shop. How you mean?
Okay. Ali Roti Shop.
Yeah, let's go to Ali to get your roti and then what happened to you? Get your doubles, your roti.
What happened to Peppers? Y'all niggas don't go to Peppers to get nothing to eat?
I
Yo,
didn't.
me eat up all of them place, them man. Any place. Me not eat Yankee food like that. So three meals a day, most of the time is, if
So why
I
you don't eat
can, that's
Yankee
what I'm
food?
eating.
Why you don't eat Yankee food? What's wrong with Yankee food?
What do you
What's
mean
wrong with a
them thing that them?
cheeseburger?
That's the problem. Me have to stop eating them thing there, man. 'Cause when we went on the road, that's after a while, that's all you can eat.
That's
But
a
when you
fact.
leave
That's the truth.
Flatbush or when you leave certain areas, you're not gonna get that food no more.
Yeah.
Right? And them thing that make me all gain weight and all them thing there and I feel fight, My health. I feel fight for my health, Sure.
So what you eat now? What you eat now? Steamed fish, some callaloo, some yam, sausage,
Provisions.
provision.
Provisions.
And
Ground
man, me know
food.
about them things there, I eat our food, but me know about
That's
them things,
it.
I steamed fish, some okra and them things there.
Yeah.
You
You
know,
stay
I'm from
there.
Guyana, but me know about them things there.
A
Me
pure
roast
chef
it.
upon the call. You know what? What? You
Wait,
know what?
hold
Leave
on,
me,
wait.
John.
All y'all can cook?
Yeah, man, my chef,
Hold
Yeah,
Caribbean
on,
man, the
yeah. We
Muscat
tear it
chef,
down.
man.
hold on. I could cook
I
too.
tear it down.
All right, so
Yo,
hold up.
we
I
need
could
to have.
cook
You know
too.
how we used to have rap battles. Now we need to have a cook battle.
Oh,
So
y'all want to fuck with me? Y'all don't want to fuck with me.
and have.
But how you were saying we change our name, so my cooking name is Sheffington Burnwell.
You
So you
understand?
burn up your food then.
You
Well,
understand?
You burn up
proper.
your food well.
Me burn it well.
But
You burn it
it's
Yeah,
well. You
good
don't
correct.
want to eat your
well.
food. Your food burn up.
No
But
man,
it's up right.
me don't want no rare food. Me don't eat no rare food. I well we are deal
No, y'all niggas is crazy. So let's go
with.
back. Like I want to talk about the industry too. Like y'all talked
Mhm.
about Chip, Native Tongue, Most Def, and all these people. Like that's the golden era with Chris Lighty and all them people right there.
Mhm.
Like y'all gotta tell me something that was golden that y'all remember from those times. Like being around these legends, these Daylines, these Chris Lighties, these Jungle Brothers, Moni Love. Like these was legends when y'all came in. So
All legends.
You know, it's
all
funny.
legends,
All
and
legends.
y'all was surrounded by them. So you got a story or two to tell me something that happened when y'all was around.
All right, check it out.
Talk to me.
We were around them so much that you have to contain your enthusiasm. Like I'm hype and I want to jump around and scream, but I can't do that. I'm Flatbush, first of all. Second of all, we according to popular belief, we're all peers. So I can't jump around and act crazy and be like, "Oh shit, I'm here." Oh, that's special ed. That's powerful. That's soul.
I'll give
I can't do that. Nigga,
Lee, talk to
Oh.
him. Lee
Go home.
got something to say. Lee, talk to
I'll
him.
give you two things that inspired me the most
Mm.
with two different people. First one is going into the studio and watching Missy Elliott go into a studio and literally sit there at the console, listen to music, and then kick everybody out. And I swear it'll be like 20, 30 minutes. The record is done. And that shit just impressed. That's the stuff that impresses me. The other thing that impressed me the most is I actually had a chance to witness Jay-Z do what Jay-Z does for the record. Me, him, and her. That Mo Better, Mo Flo knock your man off
What
your
do he do?
polo
So tell the
sweater.
people what do he do? Because some people might not know
Yo,
what he do. So tell the people
My
what he
man, my man Bink was in the studio and he was playing a beat that wasn't for Jay-Z. It was for somebody else, whatever. And Jay came in and he heard that me, him, and her, and he just came in and started doing this. And next thing you know, he pointed at Bink and pointed at the studio and he was like, "Can I?" Pointed at the booth and was like, "Can I go in?" And I watched that man go in and lay that whole verse off
You witnessed that.
of nothing,
So you
nothing.
witnessed. You
I saw
actually
that.
witnessed Jay-Z
I saw
go
that.
in the booth, no pen,
Yeah.
no pad,
No
off
pen,
the
no
head,
pad, and do
and
that record. Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
we
that
got
shit was amazing.
so
That
we
was
got a
amazing.
Flatbush person vouching that he's seen that, so we know that.
Yeah. Yeah. That was amazing. For me, that was it right there. And then another one too is watching Chip Fu do that. He got this thing that he does where it sounds like Figaro. It's like Figaro, it's like Beethoven, but he does it in his own way where he just be that shit is incredible, man. I think Chip is incredible, B. When I watch him,
He's one of the fastest rapping niggas I know. We had
that
Chip
shit is
up here at the
incredible.
beginning of We Are Flatbush. We interviewed Chip in our early days of We Are Flatbush. We gotta bring him back. You know what I mean? He's a Flatbush legend himself. Fool niggas in the house. Continue.
Yeah, but those were some good joints that I witnessed that I was like, yo, that shit is crazy. Other than that, man, what just inspired me the most is man, just the basement parties, the you know what I'm saying, the red light on at the basement party and your Heineken on top of the speaker and listening to Chase Vampire and you
You
know
know
what I'm
who we
saying.
gotta shout out? You know who we
Who's
gotta
that?
shout out to? Who we and I know we mentioned him earlier, but on the studio work side, Jermaine.
Yeah.
Jermaine gets
Well,
down in there,
you
man.
talking about
Yeah,
Jermaine Dupri? You talking about
Jermaine
Jermaine Dupri?
Dupri.
I was
You
trying
know
to
what
get him on the live tonight. I ain't gonna lie. I was really working
I
hard, talk to
yeah,
some of my
yeah.
peoples.
What
I
I
was really working
Was that
hard
with
to get
JD's
Jermaine up in here tonight.
video?
but you know what, when we met him, I remember one of the first things he did before we even went down to the studio. I think we said something hip hop, something, and then somebody, I don't know how, but we challenged his breakdancing.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know,
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
And
he danced for Houdini.
we didn't
Exactly.
even
We
make it
didn't know
down to the
that.
studio before he was like, what? Went into some room that was empty, you know, crib he just bought, so all the rooms wasn't furnished. And he doing windmill and head spin and all kind of thing. And then just being downstairs in the studio and, you know, whether it's TLC or Brad or this one or that one, people would just come through and
Mm-hmm.
he would just be working, and whether it's the beat or whether he's trying to pen something, he would be locked in even while all of this fun and partying is going on.
I always
He would be
respected JD.
locked in.
Right, I always
He would be
respected
locked
JD.
in.
I consider JD more of a producer than Puffy.
You know
I
what?
think he's a
Absolutely.
hands-on
Yeah.
hitting keys and things
Producer
like that than Puffy.
and writer and writer
And right, okay, okay,
The
okay.
first
and writer.
the
And we
first
witnessed that.
was that Jermaine Dupri.
Somebody just said in the comments, when you talk about Flap, you talk about King and I. Do y'all remember King and I?
Of
Of
course.
course.
Of course, of course.
Okay. Tell me something about Roger and Izzy. I mean, Majesty and Izzy, my bad. Those are my friends. Izzy, I went to school with.
Okay.
Roger, I went to school with.
Okay,
Which is Majesty.
I used to be an intern. I was always the intern. I was an intern at the management company called
I
40.
think it said I
Black.
always was an intern.
For
Continue.
real, for real. So I was interning at a management company called 40th Street Black, owned by Tony Rashan. Big up my brother Tony Rashan, very influential in my grow up shin. He managed the King and I, D Nice, the Fushnikins, UMCs,
Okay, they're from Staten Island.
and Organized Confusion.
Pharaoh Monch.
Mm.
Yeah, all right.
And
Teachers.
Prince. So all of these people
Except
were
Pharaoh.
yeah, Pharaoh and Prince, of course. So I was the intern though. So I live on Glenwood and Ocean. And the good thing about my school, after I got kicked out of Brooklyn Tech, and I went to City Ass, because you know how Flatbush is, you can't do us no bullshit. You can't talk crazy. So because of that, I got kicked out of Tech, and I ended up in City Ass. But the good thing is I didn't have to go to class.
Okay.
I could do my internships and get credit for school. So that is how I even started in the industry, which is how I met Light and how I met Lee, because I got passes to go everywhere to see everything. So because
You thump that boy and them. It's a good thing you thump down that youth.
you know what I'm saying? Well, you know, listen, I'm gonna say something folks may not like, but you know, you can't be a white kid making racist jokes on the lunch table in class.
Oh, so hold on. So Lee Light making a joke just now. I thought it was a joke. So you really thump up a boy?
Yeah,
You thump up a white boy?
yeah.
Tell him just get kicked out of school. The man get kicked out of school, not for being nice.
No, you know, you can't even get into Brooklyn Tech. I even get put out of Brooklyn Tech after it was so hard that you didn't even get in there.
No, you got to take a test to go on Brooklyn Tech back in the day.
You have to take
Yep.
a test.
And that's what a lot of Decepticons is at too.
I was there with
I
That's
know
a
my
whole nother
shit, nigga. I
conversation.
know my
That's a whole
shit.
nother
I'm
conversation.
around, my nigga.
yeah. all
They
that.
washed a lot of
Westinghouse.
Tom Price, all that. Every week, I was there
niggas.
firsthand. They was coming from Murray Bertram, and they was coming from
Westinghouse.
Westinghouse
He's
and
coming
Brooklyn.
from Westinghouse.
But the other school in Manhattan was between Murray Bertram. They was coming from not Prospect West. Is that it?
Printing.
You know, Prospect West had Autobots.
No, Printing had the major Decepticons. That's where all the headquarters. Printing was the headquarters. I know my shit, man. I know my shit.
So because of all of that, anyway, so that is why I ended up doing these internships, and because of the internships, on Monday and Wednesday I would be at 40th Street Black, which was on 40th Street at the West Side Highway. On Tuesdays and Thursdays I would be at Rough House, which was Crisscross, Tim Dog, and Cypress Hills. And then down the hall we had Supercat. Because
you was around everything,
right, because he was on Rough House.
The man was around everything. You got the right name, Mr. Man.
I was around everything, so I had all these influences. And all that experience is what made me really say, you know what? I should start a group. I bet you I could start a group, right? But nobody ain't believe me. They're like, who this short nigga always talking about starting some group? Nobody want you go short nigga. So until these guys, and I was like, hey guys, guess what? We should start a group. And I was like, word? For real? You ready?
You gotta talk, like I say, I'm glad you just said something and somebody just said something in the comment. That's what I like about this live shit. Sometimes I'll forget. Somebody said something and said, you know, this is We Are Flatbush, so we're gonna talk morally Flatbush than anything. Which part of Flatbush you did not want to go around?
Let me give you that.
Let's keep it 100.
Let's keep it 100 because I'm gonna tell you my true story. I for junior high, I was going to Fort Hamilton High School. Now, no, not Fort Hamilton High School, Holy Innocents. Now, understand, Holy Innocents is right off of like East 19th Street. So this was a school that if you were the cats that was robbing people, you go wait outside of Holy Innocents. Because we was the school you went to go rob.
He went.
So, we was the dudes in Flatbush with uniforms on at that time. So we was the area we was the school you went to. Like when we got out at 3, the gangsters was there like 2:45, right across the street waiting. So if you did see, the good thing with me, I knew a couple names that I could say that I could throw out there.
Which name? Give us the name.
Let me give you some names. I'm gonna give you a good name, right? I'll give you a good name around that time. And I hope he on here. My man Zakai, his name was Boom at that time. Mean Guy Posse, MGP. I know you know what that is.
I was about to say MGP
if you understand MGP, then you understand the type of issue it is if you was going through my wife. Like, come on,
Science. I remember Science being with MGP.
Big up Low. Hey,
Low,
I see Low in the chat.
Oh, hold on.
I see Low in the chat.
Free that man. Free that man.
Yeah.
Energy, Soph, Latik. Universal.
Yeah. I'll give you another spot. Let me give you some spots.
What are you talking about? You mixing me up.
I'm talking about Bedrock, Mean Guy Posse and Bedrock.
Okay, Mean Guy Posse. Okay, continue.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll give you another one. Tennis Court.
Okay, talk it, man.
Tennis Court. Coming from Holy Innocents to go to Church Avenue train station, you had to go through East 18th Street. So understand, the walk from Holy Innocents to Church Avenue train station was like a safari every day. And the dudes used to come from East 18th and Tennis Court. I remember one time I was coming up the block and I had the beaver skin Kango, the blue beaver skin with the lumberjack jacket, with the leather sleeves and the lumberjack. And one dude came through and he took my hat and ran up the block. And
typical shit.
When I tried to run towards him, this other dude kind of tried to trip me. And the whole idea was they was trying to trip me so that way they could take my coat too. So I missed the trip. I'm running, but then there's like 4 cats running. And while they running, I guess they figure out, why are we running from this little nigga? So they stop. And so when they stop, I'm like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do now? So I stop. But point is, my aunt was a thorough person on Flatbush by the name of Chela. Panamanian. Chela. Panamanian. big hustle situation there, and
Okay. You ain't
I
got no
don't. Do you
far.
remember? Do you remember Flatbush? This girl named Mad Dog.
What part of Flatbush? You know, I'm on the junction side, Vanderbilt. So
Got
it
you.
was different.
She was more on the East 19, East
Nah,
18th, East
we
20.
wasn't getting along
Yeah.
with people back then.
But
I'm being real.
I feel you. But that whole area, going from Holy Innocents School, going through to that Church Avenue train station, man, was it was something every day, man. It was something every day. So I would say tennis court, um, Bedford Avenue, right around the corner from Bedford Avenue. It was called Lots.
Oh, that's over there.
I think the
Okay, I know
name
what
of
you're
that.
talking about.
Yeah,
Lots of
Like. I
ugly
see you quiet
situation.
up there, like you're a bad man. You can go through any fucking blood clot there, boy. Tell me which neighborhood you're now going through Flatbush. Talk to me, man.
Boy, me never know.
No, no better, you know. So me just go anywhere, brethren. It's only if I'm with them. They probably looked at me crazy till like, oh, this Puerto Rican kid walking down the street. I want him to him. And then, but then you see, I think the shock value too. You know what I mean? So when me I walk, and if even somebody talk to me, because my accent at the time, coming fresh from Jamaica, like either throw them off or them just realize, that, oh shit,
who
it
is
must have
that?
just landed. Like
Yeah,
he
it's
just
just
got
that. You
here.
know,
Like
back them
he just
times, if
got
you had an
here.
accent, you was a killer. Back in them
Well,
times, you was a
yeah,
killer if you had an accent.
Yo,
like
I
it's
don't know.
just
Back
forward.
or Custer.
But but big and serious, Papa. Like this music thing is a powerful thing, and I'm not trying to be funny,
It's not
but
powerful. It's a blessing, nigga. It's a
y'all will
blessing.
remember. Y'all will remember Lee and Khalil, the first photo shoot we did. He said Biltmore, and we didn't catch this. The first photo shoot we did was in front of Biltmore Ballroom.
That's right.
I
That's
know
right.
it's
Oh,
And
word?
you remember
That's
that?
right.
And it was
That's
and
right.
all our brethren them in the shot too. Like I don't know what the fuck
Yeah.
we was thinking, but everybody in the shot. And
Hmm.
I went to and I made it have a girl for go check around at Tompkins projects, them areas.
That bad
And
boy for
I
real,
went to
boy.
check. I went to check your cousin Jerron. You
Rest
remember
in
I went to
peace.
check.
Yeah.
I went to
Rest in
check
peace.
Jerron. Rest in peace. I went to check him for a firearm because I say,
Hmm.
yo, if me I walk in at them place by myself, and I say, girl, I need my firearm. So me have this, and this man, he give me this big thing, this big rasp thing. Me don't know even remember what kind of gun, but
A
big
big one.
rasp gun.
Big up.
Yeah, big road stopper.
I will
One
blow
big
your
road
way.
stopper. I'm, but hear this joke now. We taking the photo shoot, and me young and foolish, and I'm be a bad boy, so me I show all the gun in the photo shoot, Me I flash the
Shout
gun
out the
and thing, you know
handle.
what I mean?
I
Shout
remember.
out the
Yeah,
handle.
flash the
Hey.
I
handle. Yeah, me I
remember
pull up
that.
the shirt. Me I flash the handle for make them know.
No.
So but now the record label get a hold of it because they the ones paying for the photo shoot. The man them get a hold of this
Say,
shit.
yo,
They were so confused, yo. They were
they're like,
so confused.
that,
Y'all
Like,
that
guys don't.
is
What
that
y'all
good for
doing
you?
here? This is not violence we're promoting here.
Is it the drug?
Yeah.
and we had 20 of them, but they called the Bush Babies, and they seemed so nice when they came here. They were
Right, I
talking
mean, Bush
so cool.
babies, they're taking
Peaceful,
out the
yeah.
innocent youth, but they
Peaceful.
don't know where y'all living in that, and the culture and the vibe
That's
is
just
dangerous, especially when the lights get low, especially when the mics
Hmm.
get low, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I
how
gotta
about the day that we
yeah.
signed the deal? Remember the day we signed the deal, Jamal? And you bring the big dirty stinking to signing because we was like, yo, man, every time we go to Warner Brothers, they were trying to back us off, like, yo, come back in a few weeks, come back in a few months, come back in March. But it's
This,
October. What you mean come back? So this time
so,
Lion said
Man dropping it, Lee.
he said, yo,
Yo,
if they play with us again today, I gotta shock up the whole place.
Look, a young boy come from
I mean,
yard.
it's Super Cat was all of our idol, man. You know what I'm saying? And him roll already, so it's the
They say
mentality, but.
super cat, dang naga, about 2 shots, they might make man run.
You
That
know, you know. So, I was definitely, off key with that
Listen,
movement.
I
You know
want
what
to
I
get
mean?
this Flatbush shit. I know y'all said 19th, and y'all saying over here in them areas. So I'm gonna call some other parts of Flatbush, and y'all tell me how
huh?
y'all feel about that area of Flatbush. You know, the first place
Okay.
I'm gonna go with is
Huh?
Vanderbilt. That's my home place. What do y'all think
Vanderveer.
about
I could
that?
touch on Vanderveer.
Talk about it,
All
man.
the time.
Huh?
I used to be
That's Lee's side.
there all
Yeah,
the
that's my side.
quietly. I used to quietly sneak up in Vanderveer.
I got a funny Vanderveer story for you.
I want to hear the
Because, you know,
Vanderbilt stories, please.
I got a funny Vanderveer story. So I used to live on Avenue D in East 38th Street. So
Right up
I'm
the
right
block.
around the block from
That's right up the
Vanderveer.
block.
So if I wasn't playing ball in 40th Park, we was going to play ball in Vanderveer. I always used to play in 40th Park, right? Because 40th Park, I could play
It's
a
cool.
couple games and we cool.
You cool, yeah.
I went to Vanderveer one time and we balling hard. This dude, I remember this, yo, the dude get fouled. And the dude that fouled him was like, what? Threw the ball at him. Like, come on, let's play, whatever. And so the dude, long story short,
Already,
money was,
Popeye know already.
long story short,
If I
long
can't stop
story
laugh.
short, money who he threw the ball at, he kind of dodged the ball and he was like, and he was a West Indian dude. He's like, yo, where you take mine for? Huh? And he just silently, and then he just left. He left.
Boy. You better
When
leave
he
after
left,
that.
Flatbush rule number one.
You better
When that
leave.
happens and that dude leaves, everybody gotta leave.
You
Yo,
gotta leave.
we was
You better
out.
leave.
if you
All
don't
you
have
can hear down the block is bat, 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 bat. Dude came through, shot the whole shit up. That's what I remember from Vanderveer.
your
From
I'm
playing
sorry,
ball at
man.
Vanderveer. And it was one of the last times I went to go play ball in Vanderveer. I stayed my
I'm
ass
sorry.
on
Like you
40th.
understand? You understand? We're sorry for the people doing so. Whoever. We're sorry, but it's a rule out there. Don't go out there if you ain't from out there. You know what I'm saying?
don't come
So-
around here. And yo, I was listening to the brave dude, the little short, tiny dude. Like, who is this little dude come up here to hang out in Vanderveer Projects? What's wrong with you, son? At 10 o'clock at night, coming to Vanderveer Projects, not announcing myself or forewarning, yo, son, I'm checking in. I'm coming into Vanderveer. All right?
Yo,
You gotta check in with the right
I
person.
tell you
People
another-
don't know that. You gotta check in with the right person.
It showed up.
Vanderveer, when you get off the train, the 2 train, Newkirk, right?
Yep.
You follow where I'm at? Newkirk, you get off the train, Vanderveer's right up the block, Avenue D. The worst thing you could do is come out there too late where the dollar cabs ain't running no more. They take you all the way up street.
And you gotta walk back.
Because then you gotta walk through that shit. Ooh, not a good look.
And you ain't from here?
Not
That
a good
nigga's
look.
making me laugh. Now hold on. Let's go to another side of Flatbush. Let's
Yeah,
go to another
yeah.
Side. You went from tennis court. You went to Veer. How about Church Ave? Church Ave, like the 40s, the 50s.
My cousins live over there on Regions.
Okay, well that's on the other side. I was talking more on the other side. But you can talk about Regent. How about what? Now let's talk about Regent because I keep it real. I don't even fuck with Regent, and I'm from Flatbush. All my life, and I don't even fuck with Regent. Never hanged out there, never chilled out there, never did nothing out there. That's a fucked up block to be on, and I'm niggas push your whip out. Right? I'm gonna tell you, I keep it real without that. I never chilled over there. Never parlay over there.
But it's my
I
cousin.
don't even fuck with a nigga over there. I just keep it real. Now, tell me something about Regent that you can tell me because I don't know. But I ain't know.
Well, I put it like this. My cousins lived on that block, and there was a bunch of them, and they used to be on that block. That was their block. I didn't used to go. I only go over there just bring them a happy birthday cake. I brought you your birthday, but I can't hang out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's.
No, I mean, real, man. Listen,
You know what?
Listen, I represent Flatbush to the death for me. But that's one place in Flatbush that I never ever chilled at.
I'm gonna give you something.
2 blocks. I never chilled at.
Never mess with
I ain't
Regent.
pussy, but I'm smart. I ain't pussy. Everybody know I ain't far from that. But I'm very smart. You ain't like my man Pocky would say. My man Pocky from tennis court too. He said something to me the other day. He said, "Yo, Popeye, the kids nowadays they don't respect beef. We respect beef. If you understand what I mean, like if I know them niggas is real, I ain't going over there.
Right.
I respect them niggas. I ain't scared. I respect them. The same way I'm from there. They or anybody won't come over there.
Exactly.
Because you respect the gangster. So it's not that you pussy, you respect Big gangster.
I got something for
Exactly.
you. Did you
Talk to me,
realize
man.
that Sticky Fingers from Onyx is from Flatbush?
Oh yeah, I know that. He went to Huddy from Ocean Ave. You supposed to get him soon.
CJ,
Who?
his name was CJ back in the day.
Yeah, he went to Huddy, man. I know that, man. We know Kirk.
Kirk, right?
We know Kirk, nigga. Come on, man. You talking to me, man?
Exactly. True.
I got a good one. You talked about Church Avenue, right?
Talk
Funny Church Avenue on Church and I think around Church and Flatbush. I don't know if the movie theater is still there, but do you remember the RKO?
No more. Models. There's Models.
RKO back when.
Before you say that, Lee,
it was the
before you
Kenmore.
say that, hold on. Do you know that Kenmore Movie Theater was the first off-Broadway play theater in Brooklyn?
Nah, I didn't know that.
This is good. You know, we are Flatbush. We give you history.
I didn't know that. I'm gonna give you Flatbush. I'm gonna give you some Flatbush history.
All right, talk
Flatbush history. Kenmore Movie Theater. There used to be this dude who worked security at Kenmore Movie Theater. His name was Papa Smurf.
Okay.
Papa Smurf was that dude that if you ever went to Kenmore Movie Theater and you was trying to, I don't know if you've ever been there. We used to always go into the bathroom and swap out tickets to go see the other movie, try to sneak in the movies or whatever. There was this dude that used to always be there, big dude, big Papa Smurf. That dude, man, he used to come in the back. He used to break up a bathroom, ticket swap like you wouldn't believe. I'm telling you, Papa Smurf was that dude. If you ever remember him from the Kenmore in on Ocean Avenue, definitely a dude to know. I also got to shout out my man Bang from Argyle.
Okay.
Bang from Argyle. And my people from over there, Cortelia. Name another block. Let's talk about some other blocks.
I got more blocks. You know me. Come on, say, Flatbush got a lot of blocks, but I'm talking about Notorious. You know, we don't go to the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
I would not go there.
I never messed with the 90s.
You a little bit. I wasn't going out there either. You know?
I never messed with the 90s. I never messed with the 90s.
So how about Newkirk? Tell me something about Newkirk.
Oh, yeah, Newkirk.
The man side.
Which part?
Newkirk, whatever you know.
If you're on my side of Newkirk was anywhere from Flatbush all the way to Newkirk Plaza.
Thank you. Okay, that's
so
right.
all that 21st,
side,
2nd,
right.
23rd. That was all getting his sister and all of them. And then further back between 19, 18, 17, 16, that was where my people and all the Muslims were. And then after that, you had Marlboro and Stratford and all that. And that was where they were called the Lost Boys, right?
Okay. Damn, boy. You know your shit too, huh? You know your shit too, huh, man?
I had to fight all of them. I went to Dickens, so I used to walk through that shit all the time.
So tell me some crew names that y'all can remember from back in the days. Like the posses and the cliques. What outstanding in Flatbush to you? That you was like, same way for a neighborhood. Which clique that you know that was in Flatbush? You said, I'm not want to be fucking with those niggas.
FPK, NA Rock.
NA Rock? Which part of NA Rock?
FPK Flatbush Bully Kids. NA.
Okay, that's a Junction side. That's Junction.
No, Ocean Avenue Rock is all the way up and down.
Okay.
I said FPK. Low Lives.
Low Lives is more.
The Izod
in the bush, not too much.
The Izod posse.
Izod definitely
was right before Low Lives.
Tyson.
Posse. And then down the block from Izod was Bedrock Posse and Mean Guy Posse, which then there was Vanderveer International Posse.
Damn, boy, you
Criminal Empire. You know what? Go look at the first album. I shout everybody in the credits. I'll be like, yo, Flatbush, and I'm naming every single crew from every block.
Damn, boy, you know your shit, boy. You shocked me with that one, man.
Hey, hold on, including Bushwhackers is in the credits.
The Bushwhackers and the Bustin'. How about that? I was shouting the Bushwhackers and Bustin' Melons.
Bustin' Melons, T-Quan.
Bustin' Melons. Yeah, Bustin' Melons.
Yeah, Bustin' Melons. That's my nigga, T-Quan, Freddie, and Screech. Matter of fact, I just seen Screech at the old school event with Red Alert and Kid Capri. He was drunk as a motherfucker. Had me
Wasn't that? Didn't Boom? Wasn't that the thing?
Boom through that. My man Zakai.
He do what?
My man Zakai, he threw that
From
joint that you
Minga
went to
Posse.
for Red Alert the dude from MGP. His name used to be Boom. He turned Muslim. His name's Zakai now, but he threw that party that you went to
Oh,
with
word?
the joint. He does a party every year, all white affair with DJ Red Alert and all
Oh,
types
yeah,
of old
they
school
was telling me that.
reunions.
Yeah, little short,
Yeah,
little
yeah,
stocky dude, right?
yeah. There you go. That's
Yeah,
him.
that's the guy that was
That's
at the door that let me in. He let me in the party. He let me in. He was
yeah,
like, "Oh, you
yeah.
Popeye? Go
You
That
ahead."
remember?
yeah,
You remember him on tour with us talking about, yo, man, let's go get some reggae food.
yeah.
That's talking about reggae
Yeah,
food,
he used to come on tour with
man.
us.
He said some reggae food.
He said, "Let's get some
I'll never forget that. Remember, cuss him. I said, what? What you say a while ago? Like,
That nigga said
never
some
forget
reggae
that.
food. Yeah, we got
Right.
everybody in here tonight. I just so feel we got Vanderveer Park in here. We got DJ Das Effects DJ. We got Rusty Jugs. We got my girl Erica Kane in here. We got so much people. Like the love is in there. Everybody wanted to hear y'all talk tonight. And there's so more
Oh
we want
man.
to talk about. So tell me about the Junction side. Like, what do y'all remember about the Junction back in the day? What do y'all remember about it?
anytime the D train wasn't working,
Mm-hmm.
I would have to take the 2 and the 5.
Mm.
And I could go to sleep because I didn't have to wake up to catch a train. I just get over at the last stop. So if I got robbed or something, I don't remember. 'Cause I sleep.
Man, you don't remember if you got robbed, man. Did you ever get robbed, nigga?
No.
You ain't get robbed? You don't remember if you got robbed.
No, I didn't.
He said you can remember.
You don't
You
remember
got
you got robbed.
robbed.
Somebody
You know why?
took your
Because I
shit.
would always listen. Let me tell you something. I used to always be in some kind of fight. I didn't like to fight because I'm the shortest dude out of everybody in Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? I got 13-year-olds that's taller than me by a foot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't really want to get into it, but because I also studied martial arts, I used to bust niggas' ass. They just wasn't expecting. They're like, who this little
Hold
shit?
up, man. You busted. See, I'm gonna ask a question, man. One of y'all better answer this for me. Somebody answer me. Who? I mean, I asked y'all this earlier, but I want y'all to answer it for me, please. Who y'all had an issue with in the rap game back in the days?
All right, I will.
Or okay, if you had an issue, or who you, how my man Scrappy would say, who you had to put your paws on.
I
I
had a
should tell the
friend.
story, man.
All right,
Go ahead.
I should tell the story. You can't tell the story, B.
All right,
You can't tell the story because you was asleep. You was asleep in the car.
Okay.
The thing wasn't who we had an issue with. The thing was, somebody had an issue with us. You know what I'm saying? So I think at the time, it was a little mix up. And big up Low and Devere. I see Devere cracking up already. Big up. I think it's Low. Low put us his birthday too. So happy Earth Strong, brethren. Yo,
That's my
watch out.
dude.
Sorry.
We driving. We coming back from DC. From Howard Homecoming, right? So we went out there with Devere, Low, the whole clique, right? Probably like 4 or 5 cars deep. So we on the way back, and
Scotty Waddy.
yep. Scotty with the, you know back then, like if we mobbing from Flatbush, it's like pure care, I got you. You know what I'm saying? And we going out
their
of town,
car.
right? So we on the way back now, and Lee is asleep in the car. And I don't know if it was Devere, Low, one of them, but we in the car and the call came through. Matter of fact, if I remember correctly, I'm riding with Low and you was in the car with Devere.
Mm-hmm.
And we pull over and you sleep in the car, but I guess the call came through and Special Ed was very upset because apparently we had hung out with some females that, he was attached to or had a connection with that we didn't really know, right? We didn't know it was like that, but he was upset at that, and the call the word had been going around, and I guess the way Devere and Low operate, they're not doing no talking around corners. You know what I'm saying?
They talking direct,
right? Direct. With the man them have to meet now. Come in why you're in a foolishness,
Okay.
right? So. We don't want because it's a thing too that we artists we represent in Flatbush, so it's like they don't even want that. We got to solve this, right? So we pull up. Oh, I guess we had stopped and we told Lee like, look, man, Ed, we got to at least sleep. So he like, All right, man. What's he gonna say? Right? He waking up, barely waking up. We pull over, and we thinking it's gonna be a conversation or something, or it's gonna. He came downstairs. Ed came downstairs hot. He came downstairs. I get him and his brother, if I remember correctly. He came downstairs hot. He came downstairs with the bounce. You know when you got that bounce. You know when you come outside, you got that bounce. You pulling your jeans up. You real bouncy. You know what I mean? So he came out. He came out with that bounce, and his brother, again, this is years ago, but his brother was a little shorter than him, from what I remember.
Yeah, I think his two brothers, if I'm right. Yeah.
Right. So his brother came out, of course, like a brother. He trying to hold it down, and then a few cars of us had pulled up. Right. So, but we all, like, it's a respect thing. We not out there carrying on no foolishness. It's two men got to settle their issue.
Where y'all at? Where y'all at, to be exact? Where you at?
Utica Avenue M.
In front of
Utica Avenue M, right in front of his studio.
Okay. Right by his
That's
studio.
That's where we pulled up to his studio.
Right.
That's where we pulled up. So you know how they operate. Like, we got to pull up, right? So we pull up. He come out. He got the bounce. He pulling up the pants. So Lee go into his stance, and they start to get into it. The fight wasn't as eventful as we'd like to make it out be. It really didn't last that long. They didn't go to the floor. There wasn't no, ooh, somebody caught somebody in the nose. It wasn't none of that.
It wasn't.
The man them. Right, talk, Leo, talk. Jump in there, because you awake now.
Yeah, it was probably the most friendliest fade you could ever have in your life. It was a friendly fade. That's what it was. We put our hands up, went back and forth like men. It didn't squash it.
But then hold on. One thing I gotta say, and correct me if I'm wrong, Devere, you jump in here, Low jump in, but I remember Ed's brother had a tool upon him.
Yeah.
Right? I don't remember if him never bust it, but I don't know if he pull it, flash it, show it, or what. But I remember Low and Devere, one of them was like, no weapon upon them, Yo, put that up right now, boy. Yo, when you pull up, I'm sorry, brethren, this is just the truth, right? So, yo, Ed, brother, me know say you have your pride, brethren. Me know I'm bruise your pride. A true thing, man. You had a firearm.
He said it was
it was a shot. You had a firearm, and the man them discipline you with no weapon upon them and tell us to put up that. And no shot never fire. Never fire. You put up that fast.
That was a real Flatbush story right there. That's a real Flatbush story.
And the artists didn't want. They didn't really. It wasn't like that, man. It's over some gal business. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure they meet now. They're gonna be laughing.
Listen, the only reason I'm laughing now because, like I said, like you just said, this is back in the days. This is when we was younger. This is when niggas was on their ignorant time. I'm guaranteed. If I talk to Ed right now, he'll say the same thing. Now, come on, niggas was on our young time and immature bullshit. But we just talking Flatbush history. You know what I mean? A lot of people want to know what happened back in the days, how things were, and you know what I mean. It's no disrespect to Special Ed. Special Ed, you my nigga. I know you before I met these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And you still my nigga like these are my niggas.
In life, that's one of my favorite rappers ever.
Come on, I was there, boy. You know what I mean? So we just talking. Listen. I got a platform. Matter of fact, it's a clown nigga on the platform talking about me out there. Talking about I'm a bitch ass, I'm a this, I'm a that. Let you talk.
He don't know.
Yeah, he don't know. He just want to talk.
But Popeye, if you box up all the people back in the days, how they must feel, brethren? You don't think them have feelings?
Yeah, brethren.
Kick up and box up people.
You ever see me talk to anybody?
What?
You ever see me talk to anybody? Means I'm good boy. I'm gonna go to church. Church every day.
Church Avenue.
Church Avenue. Church Avenue.
Yo.
I like that. You know what I mean? No, I like to keep the authenticity, man. I like that. I mean, so not to jump off of that, but Special Ed was the only person I had an issue with in the industry. No. Come on, man. I mean, man, I want to talk.
One time on the West Coast, man, we got shot at for real. Like,
But I
Talk
remember,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah, like,
Oakland.
like. So we was out in Oakland, and we was out in Oakland. You see how it's flashing back now. We was out in Oakland, and we on a promotional tour. You know, even though other people was getting paid off our promotional tour, but we'll leave that alone. We on a promotional tour on the West Coast, and there's this group, man. I forget the group name, but I remember they were doing this dance called Go Low, where they like squat, like a frog jump, like, you know, they squatting, hands up. That was their thing, right? Go Low.
and
Now listen, later on I lived in Oakland for a little while, and I really loved that town. But at the time, we didn't understand their culture, you know what I'm saying? We coming from the East Coast, and the West Coast hip hop was still so new to us, you know what I mean?
No, right.
So Lee, when he was out there, this boy Lee, what you got a program going on? So
Yeah, man.
he got
He got
the 60,
he got fishes
he got
in
the
his pool,
60-inch.
man.
The 60-inch screen TV over the pool, man. To mute that joint.
Mutual mic.
That nigga living that good.
All right, I'm gonna give the big remember we voice so we can drown out that now. So with that, right. Lee, your mic going crazy, your background going crazy.
Hold on. Here we go.
It's the earpiece. Whenever you take that earpiece out, the background gets crazy.
Oh, okay, my bad.
But we got we got you.
But somebody was just in the comments saying, do y'all remember the incident y'all had with Bravehearts?
No.
Somebody just put that in the comment. They said, remember the issue with Bravehearts?
No.
But feel free to type away and try to jog the memory. But while you type it, I'm gonna finish the West Coast story. So we out there with the Go Low. We out there with the Go Low business, and I believe it was Lee.
It was Lee.
You know, flat. He said, "Yeah, it was Lee." Flatbush. You know, Flatbush. You know the.
Yeah, we from.
Yeah, that noise is crazy. Yo, mute your phone. Yo, mute your phone. Yo.
Yeah. Somebody's phone was fucking up this shit. Right. That sound, boy, it's fucking it up.
Hold on.
You the culprit, Lee. All right, bet. So yo, we out there, and you know, reflex, Bridget. You know, things like certain things, especially Caribbean people, like Go Low and certain things. We don't really said everything. You know what I'm saying?
We from Flatbush. We don't go low. That's what Lee said.
You know what I mean? With it, right?
Yeah,
So
he's about to say some wild shit.
Right. So but remember now, we in their hood. Just like you said, respect, right?
Mm-hmm.
We in their hood. But you know, we not thinking like that. So we said what we say, we rip the show, we get off. And Giz, I don't know if Giz still on, but Giz, man, he from Flatbush. Giz was our DJ, and we coming outside, and he got his turntables, you know, holding the cases, and a little hoopty, man, little beat up liquor car come around the corner and say, "Y'all niggas don't go low." Bop, 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 bop,
Bet
bop.
you gonna go low now.
Beer shut up, boss. Beer shut up, boss. Yo, and I'll never forget, yo, the man Giz, I run with the turntable. I pick up the turntable and I run, you know what I'm saying? And we running trying to get in the.
Yes.
Listen.
Hiding
and
tables. We got sued for that, you know.
We got sued for that. A young lady got hurt, got badly injured. Wow. And you know what I'm saying? Like when people is running, you know, when shot fire, people are run and stampede and somebody get hurt.
Man, I ain't know y'all niggas got sued. I ain't see that on the internet. Y'all got sued.
There was no
incident. Yeah, man. Yeah.
So let me. Somebody else is in the DM. I think it was Low. He said, "Don't forget about the night that Pac died."
Oh, man. My birthday. He got shot.
What that mean? What do Low mean? He said, "Don't forget the night that Pac died."
I wasn't there.
See, he said, "Tell the DC story." Lord of mercy.
Tell the DC story. See, your boys don't know what time it is. What happened in DC?
I get it, DC.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What happened in DC, Lee?
My mic sound good?
My mic sound nice. Check one.
Bet. Yo, so we in DC. There's like 2 DC stories, but we in DC, and oh man, this shit is so. We in DC, and we out there deep Flatbush, and we out there for I think Howard Homecoming. Yeah, Howard Homecoming, and Low, DeVere, the whole crew. We stop out. We got his club. So we bought his club, and dudes is talking to females, whatever. And we coming in, and we on our New York shit. So we really look like we from New York. And the rides is pulling up. Everything is looking beautiful, right? So
New York.
The thing about DC around that time is that DC, New York. When you in DC looking like you from New York,
it's a problem.
It's a problem.
Basically, you was around the time with the Alpo and the fucking bullshit war that was going on between DC and New York.
Right.
After that.
Right.
So we out there and we talking, chicks, whatever, they talking, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, the cats are seeing what we doing and they not really feeling us because, the way we looking and the way we acting. So all of a sudden we pull off and we go to the gas station. I never forget this. Damn, and Lo, if you know the name of the dude that was in the green Q45, please type that shit in. But anyway, we pull up to the gas station and all of a sudden this van come out of nowhere, start shooting at us. Right?
Hold on. Bridget.
Let me back up. Let me back up. Hold on. Let me back up. Before that happens, because I'm going too far. Before that
Land
happens,
Cruiser. We in the Land Cruiser.
Exactly.
Me and Low is in the Land Cruiser.
Low and Light in the Land Cruiser, and these dudes starting to approach and whatever, and as they starting to approach, a lot of other DC niggas is seeing them approach, so they started getting confidence and they start approaching too. So before you know it, we got like a club of DC niggas about to approach us. And this nigga Low come out of nowhere. And he opened up the Land Cruiser. We outside. He popped open the back of the Land Cruiser and the nigga popped it out. The nigga popped open the back of that Land Cruiser like you swear he's gonna pull out a machine. He come out of the back of the Land Cruiser.
Don't say the punchline because the reaction. Reggie, when he popped that trunk, he stepped out of the trunk like, oh y'all niggas wanna go to the club? Y'all niggas wanna
go to the club? Y'all niggas wanna
And he got out. So when a man talk like that, I said, oh really? You want okay. I just fly the back of the Land Cruiser. And it flip open and everybody start running. Man, I move and I duck. Man, I get, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yo,
what happened?
But here's the funny part. My man reaches into the Land Cruiser and Low pulls out the club.
Your car on your steering wheel.
I'm done. You said he pulled out a club?
Yeah, for
He
real.
pulled out the club. He's like, yo, live from New York, nigga. Like live from New York on Saturday night.
But they was,
It's a live. He pulled out the club.
but they was gone. They was gone.
Niggas said live from New York like it's Saturday night?
Yeah.
It was
Pulled out the club.
Yo, because let me tell you something. You see the confidence, brethren, the confidence of the man. Niggas is confused. But you see, some of the same people that we leaned on in a hoopty, they drove off. They drove off, right? Same thing like the basketball court. When a man leave quietly and feel away.
Shout out to my nigga Lenny, jumped in the building, VIP finest.
Bop. We find ourselves across the street. We stop at the gas station, right? Because we was out in front of the blowout. You know, when everybody coming out, getting numbers, whatever, find out what the late night flex is. So after that little incident, we get out of the parking lot and go across the street to the gas station. We in the gas station and you know, a lot of the reason why we was getting the hate was because we was talking to the ladies, you know what I'm saying, and getting some response from the ladies, you see. So now an MPV van full of ladies follow us to the gas station. They trying to roll, see what we doing.
They trying to roll with the stars.
You know what I mean? They putting gas in the car. You know, we on the side. Lee was in the car parked on the side. You remember that, Lee? And I walked over to the car and I leaned like to talk to him like, yo, so what's good? What we doing? Whoa. Yo, them same niggas in the hoopty. Man, you gotta watch out when them hoopties bend the corner. A hoopty came around the corner. And yo, I mean not lie, yo, Papa, I'm tell you the truth. When the shot fire, you don't have no reflexes for that. When me go son, see the car, pop, 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 then me duck. After the shot fire. Because you not beating that gunshot. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be a gunshot.
Hear this now. Hear this now. And I saw you put it in there, low. When the shot fire, my boy who he mentioned, the Q45, he take off like behind the car. He take off behind the car that shot. So we thinking, okay, he going after me. And the MPV, the girl who's sitting in the drive, she peel off. But the gas was still in the thing, and the van door was open, and her girl is standing on the side. So when she pull off, she dragging one of her girls.
Damn.
Is getting dragged. She got her foot in the door, right? One car drive off. We call him, yo, where you going? What you doing? He like, yo, we out, man. We going back up top, man. Forget all this. we think he might chase down the man. You know what I mean? For capture the man or get the license plate, something. My boy gone on the highway. I'm done. No, enough is enough.
He drove straight to New York.
So hear this now.
To New York.
Hear this now. Hear this now.
The story's right.
This hold on. This not done enough. That same night, the man them. So the night flop, right? The night flop. The girl them mash up. Gotta take her girl to the hospital, whatever. No, so it's late. So we head back to the room now. We get into the room. Me and Lo, everybody got their rooms, right? Me and Lo got a room, this one, that one. We all go crash out. Boom. Yo, the next morning, the phone ringing, and Lo over there, I see him pick up the phone, and he talking to me like, all right, yo, we'll come downstairs in a minute and get this sorted out. Apparently, there was an issue with the card we left on file or some business.
Right.
And then we hear the door to the room. 2 Metro DC police come in, guns out. Because the gunshot them that they fired the night before, it actually hit the car Lee was sitting in.
Oh.
So not only did they have an issue with the card on file or something, I mean, I don't know, maybe that's an excuse. But them see how we are coming loud and, you know what I mean, and take over the place, and they see the cars, the type of cars we drive in, and gunshot holes in the cars, and you know what I mean? Metro police in there with me and Lo at gunpoint. Yo, if me did have all our remote control, you know what I mean? How good I get shot that morning.
If I had a remote control.
Right? You know what I'm saying? If I fell asleep with the remote, it was like, yo, what happened? Right? So, Lee, I believe that's the same weekend that we drove up from Howard Homecoming and we went to Ed and y'all had it out?
Yep,
that's the same. That's everything weekend. I just told you is one weekend. That
damn
one Flatbush weekend. When people leave Flatbush, when you leave Flatbush, this is what one weekend is like.
One Flatbush weekend. That was real. But I see somebody else said something in the comments. That's what I like about going live. They say, yo, ask Lee when he threw up on his suede suit. Hold on, I'm gonna find it for you.
We'll say where.
I'm gonna find it for you. Where was it at? Remember when Lee threw up on his light blue suede suit? Brooklyn Sharp said that. One.
Oh, F Sharp. Was that Brooklyn Sharp or F Sharp?
Brooklyn Sharp. Brooklyn Sharp.
F Sharp. Oh man, do you remember that light? I know F Sharp. Big up F Sharp.
I remember Latif more. But I do remember the blue. I do remember the blue suede. I do remember the outfit. I remember the outfit.
That was his birthday. You said that was his birthday. Man,
I wasn't there.
We'll call that.
Lo said we got a Flatbush movie. This was off y'all stories alone.
Oh, absolutely.
Free that man, man. Free that man.
Yo. Listen, absolutely. Free Lo. Yo. Peace to my dude F Sharp too. That was one of the dudes that every little party in the city, he was a Rockefeller dude. Every party in the city, man, he always used to chime us in and get us in, man. So I have to say respect to F Sharp. He's one of them dudes that always looked out for us. Definitely, peace to that dude. Good people, man. Good people, good Brooklyn people.
I mean,
Good Brooklyn people.
I know we only be banging like for 2 hours now, so I'm gonna have to ask y'all. I know Instagram don't go that long, but what y'all got going on right now as far as the Bush babies? What y'all got going on?
Sure. Let me talk about that, man. I'll tell you. All last year on the low, we've been working. You ain't been saying much. Sometimes you don't say, you just do. And then when it's time to move, you move. Light got a project coming out right now. Actually, he got a record out right now called Dangerous. It's
I heard it.
available on
We're
all.
gonna premiere tomorrow on the platform.
That's what's up. That's what's up. It's available on all streaming platforms. And what we doing right now is Light's project. We got a record coming out every month. Some of it has, featuring myself. Mr. Man is on the production on that Dangerous joint. He's on the production on a couple other joints.
Wait, Man produced the Dangerous joint?
Yeah, Man produced that.
Okay, man, you behind the key. You know we working on a We Are Flatbush album, so I'm gonna need all of y'all.
Damn,
heavy.
Working on a We Are Flatbush project, so we're
yeah.
gonna need all of y'all in it.
Yeah. So we definitely looking to put out a record every month representing Light Project. The records that we got is crazy. We just looking forward to putting that out. So Dangerous right now, it's all about Dangerous. Cop that. Go get it. And then we moving forward with other projects as well. My project, Mr. Man project, and Bush Babies on a whole. So we got a lot of stuff coming forth, but definitely stay tuned for that Light project. It's something. It's definitely something.
And I'll jump in too, man. I'll jump in too. Say that the video actually, and I, we're gonna be doing more of them because me and Lee was just talking about getting up that way again. But I shot Dangerous in Flatbush. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't call me?
Yeah. Me have to apologize. You know what I mean? You saw me forgive you earlier. You saw me forgive you earlier. You saw me forgive you earlier. Yeah. Me no want a long time. Just forgive me now. I might turn now. You know what I'm saying? Definitely next. No, we like Lee said, man. I think the main sentiment is I didn't even think of it as a project, to be honest, man. We just back active, and we want to make sure that, like, especially with all the content and the way all the things set now, we want to take advantage because 10 years ago or so, or all this time that's passed, people be like, the technology is also caught up to where it's more feasible for cats to do this in such a way that it can really get the art out there more consistently without the red tape and thing. You know what I mean? So
let me ask you this question
I'm excited
right here, because I've been hearing this a lot. Also, a lot of people saying if a lot of labels own your masters. So I've been hearing that over 20 years or 30 years, you could get your masters back and redo the album over. I hear Ashanti about to do that. Y'all ever thinking about doing a Bush Baby, like the project y'all did before, revamp that so y'all can get all the percentages?
I'm gonna tell you the science for that.
So it's out now. It's available now, actually.
I'm gonna tell you the science for that.
Okay.
First of all, and I learned this from my pops because my pops is also a musician, was a musician as well. You can redo your whole record right now because the only thing that the label owns is the master recording. So your copyright and your publishing is yours. So you can re-record and remix the whole project, remaster the whole thing, as long as you do it over. What they gonna say? No.
No, that's what I'm asking. I want to know if brothers is into that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we have a licensing deal with 90s tape. What is it? HHV Records. Who we did a licensing deal with, where they re-released vinyl and cassettes and streaming on both records. The first grouping that they allotted to us sold out. They just read up, so it's been a beautiful thing, man. For them cats that's been doing it for a minute, definitely check with that licensing deals. It's a good move.
That's a good fact.
They kind of like you remember Fat Beats back in the day?
Yeah, right. I remember Fat Beats in the Village, right up at 8th Street upstairs. Man, come on.
Correct.
That type of. So HHV is like a European version of that.
Okay.
And so as we started talking, like, it made sense to do a little quicker deal that we could get vinyl to certain, like, because Those are the diehards, man. They want that vinyl.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm
Real
saying?
hip
So
hop overseas want vinyls and things
they
like
want
that.
vinyl.
I do know that.
Yeah, yeah. So
They
we did that deal.
respect
So
that. You know what I'm saying?
we did that deal so they can have access to the vinyl, and then the stuff is streaming now. So you outside doing your workout, type in Bush Babies and put a tune, find the old classic music and enjoy yourself. You know what I mean?
And one
So
more.
let me ask y'all another thing.
I'm gonna say one more piece of that, and I'm not gonna say a lot.
Talk.
Pay attention to your NFTs.
Well, that's that Coinbase stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Your non-fungible tokens.
Okay.
You could do anything, and it will not affect your licensing or your publishing or your copyrights or any of that.
Mm.
But you will still make. Matter of fact, I can't tell you which group, but I'm gonna say somebody put out their album and they sold it for $11 million. The NFT.
Mm. Motherfucker, tell us who did it, nigga. Shit.
I can't do that. I cannot reveal my sources.
Okay, that's all cool. That's all cool.
Besides, and I can't do it for my group.
Okay, I feel you. I ain't gonna argue with that.
But what I am willing to do is to work with other artists that need to big up their situations. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So
I like you for that. I respect you for that.
Reach Popeye, and Popeye will reach me, and then we can do it like that.
Oh, definitely. Hey, let's make this money. Where y'all reside at right now? Where y'all stay? Because like earlier, I know Lee is somewhere in the backyard with a pool in it, and that's not Brooklyn. We know that's not
Nah.
we know that's not Flatbush. So where y'all reside at now, even though y'all from the bush, where y'all reside at now?
Sure. Before I get started, big up Bink. He on this too. I got to shout him out. I'm in Orlando, Florida, in Hunters Creek. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
You ain't gotta give up the address. We just say, you know, where you at.
Yeah. Oh, I ain't giving you a whole address.
I'm saying, like, where you
That's
at
just
right
where
now,
I'm at,
man?
Orlando.
I'm in Fort Lauderdale too, man. We in Florida.
Okay. Man, where you at?
I'm in Suffolk County, Long Island.
Okay, so do y'all go back on the road? Are y'all going back on the road to do tour dates and things like that?
Funny, we just did a show. What was it, about 2-3 weeks ago? We did the Caribbean Festival in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, the Afro Carib Festival with Protege and who else was there? Afro V. Yeah, couple good artists there. Yeah, Cappy, big up Cappy.
So how the crowd took y'all in? You know what I mean?
Oh man, it was dope.
Came out. How the crowd took y'all in?
It was dope.
Great.
Matter of fact, we posted it. We posted a lot of it. If you go to our Bush Babies Bush _babies, take a look at our post on IG. You get to see how the crowd took us in. It was beautiful, man. It was a good situation.
Huge crowd.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know how we do it, Popeye. But shut out like dancehall style.
I mean, I know how y'all do it, but the followers and the peoples don't know how y'all do it. That's why we brought y'all here tonight, so y'all can tell them how y'all do it. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny because it's you know, as soon as you touch the stage, it's the same vibes like riding a bike type of thing, man. You don't forget that.
You don't forget the vibe.
Yeah, you don't forget like if you forget the vibes, then better you just don't do it. You know what I mean?
Let me ask y'all a question because I know I heard Jay-Z and Bleak say this one time, or Bleak said it. He said, yo, me and Jay don't practice. We just go on the stage and do our thing. When y'all get together, do y'all practice? Do y'all run over a little couple of notes or how y'all gonna do it? Who gonna catch the punchline? Like, to be real.
On the real.
I mean, after that Locks and Dipset battle, right? I'm gonna ask y'all about that. How y'all felt about that as hip-hop niggas. After hearing something like that and seeing how the Locks was so intertwined with one another and see how Dipset was all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, they was all fucked up. I watched that fucking battle down to last night. I watched that shit like daily. That shit, I'm hip hop. And to see the Locks is one of the illest groups in the game. I could consider Smith & Wesson one of the illest groups in the game, which they are to me.
Still are.
You know what I mean? They are to me. But when it comes to the Locks, they chemistry, the way they on stage, how they move around, one man not standing here because this and that,
Hmm?
I want to know how y'all do it. Do y'all practice? I mean, how do y'all get it together?
We don't practice, Bertrand. We don't practice.
Mm.
Because you know what it is. We did so many promotional tours, which means we didn't get paid. So we used to bust our ass on stage to make sure that we rock that shit. It's brain. It's like I could be asleep and perform.
And I think when you're in a group too, it does. If you got that chemistry like what you're describing, then it makes it a lot more smoother. Or, you know what I mean? It's I don't want to say easier. It's just a
Key
little
word.
smoother because the chemistry. You know what I'm
You said the
saying?
key word, chemistry.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the key word, nigga. Very key
Yep.
word is chemistry. That not nobody feeling like bigger than the other. We doing it for one cause, like Wu-Tang said. We trying to get in this game and do this for one cause. We might have our personal differences,
We
but
gotta
we're gonna come together and do this for one cause, to celebrate what we do and how to make the people enjoy what we do.
correct.
You know what I'm saying? So I never seen y'all perform since Disbelief from back in the days. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see y'all perform now, to see that energy, that chemistry, that what? Yeah, I'm on a vibe on stage. You know what I'm saying? When I watch the Locks, man, I'll be really honest. They're the only niggas that could do it like that. Next up to them is Smith and Wesson. To me, as a group,
Dope.
you know what I'm saying? That when you see Tech and Steel get on stage, it's like
They ain't nothing else to talk about.
There's nothing to talk about. The vibe is there. You can tell when the chemistry is not there. Dipset showed that when the chemistry is not there.
Told you, they said I shine, you shine, right? It's like, you know what I mean? So if I'm doing his ad libs, if he's doing my ad libs, I got to do it with the same enthusiasm. You know what I'm saying? It can't be, you can't leave that man hanging, bro. You vibing,
It's like
you
Jack.
vibing.
Big up Jason. What up?
Listen, I know I talked about Smith and Wesson, but I want to really get on the native tongues before we tap out. I know Instagram is funny. Native tongues. Being around them, I know I asked y'all that, but like I said, the vibe, you know what I mean, the chemistry, being around native tongues, that vibe. What did y'all pick out of that element of being around native tongues? What did y'all get out of that?
What I picked up is calm down. Think about what you and calm down and do it. It's not a magic show. Just do your thing and concentrate on doing it right. And the people will follow. If the music is good, they're going to follow it. And they're going to know what to do. They're going to know how to move. They're going to know the words. They're going to sing along. Just think about that. Don't try to outshine yourself. And you're a group. So don't try to outshine each other either. Y'all work together to make sure that he look good and make sure he look good. And they make sure you look good. And everybody looks good together.
Right. That's a good I like that.
Yeah. What I got from native tongues more so than anything else is
I come from Maceo, sorry.
oh, absolutely. What I got from native tongues more than anything else is you don't have to be the hardest nigga to be the best rapper.
Correct.
I like that.
I've seen and been a part of situations where the hardest nigga got on stage and got his ass whipped because he couldn't freestyle, because he couldn't do certain other things. He could just talk about how his gun spit, but he didn't have the bars to support it. That's what I learned from native tongues.
Okay. What do you learn from native tongues? I'm about to ask. I'll make you do something in a minute.
Yeah, no.
I think, like, while they were talking, what I drew off of was, like, creativity, because when you think about that whole crew, like, you could tell they had a freedom, you know what I'm saying, to be like they self on the mic, right? Just be yourself literally on the mic. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, like Lee kind of alluded to, and Mr. Man alluded to, it's like you can do you and still be dope. You ain't got to do him to be dope. You could do you. You know what I mean?
It's a fact. Be yourself.
That's it.
With that being said, though, because I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all niggas just made me want to ask y'all the most deepest thing right now. Y'all
What is it?
freestyle right now?
I
Can
can
I get a couple
freestyle
of
about it.
bars? Can I get a
I can
couple of bars?
could freestyle about anything,
I'm really
man.
reaching. I'm really reaching. Can I get a couple of? Can I get a chat?
I tell you
Can I
what.
get 8 bars a man? Can I get 8 bars a man or
Right,
better?
me with style.
No. Light said he want to set it off. So
Okay.
if the chemistry, hold up. Light said he gonna set it off. So if the chemistry is there, y'all know when to jump in and ready to go in. So let me hear it. Let's go.
Of course.
Talk it. Go, Light.
Gotcha. Light going shine for real. Me not care how them feel. All yard man wanna know the deal. Them used to call we coconut. Out of order. Now everywhere we go, them sell coconut water. No more laughter. Sanky about porous. Long time I watch them eye them like Horus. They ain't really for us. Go on like them adore us. Anytime them real. Sure. Nah, we need a beat, man.
When I said no
We
8
need a
bars,
beat,
I
man.
can't give y'all a beat. You know, it's a
Yeah.
podcast.
Yo.
Go, man. I want to hear 8 bars, man.
All right. They want to fight we down so they could bite the song, but hear what we don't bite the tongue, except when it comes to tell them po where you might be found. Fuck around, lay around your horse leading you wrong. Take it there, but they don't bring it back. The beef still to cook, now you can't get on the pot, die pressure. Better didn't prepare for that. When you see me in the street, you tip your cap. I want to tell no stories.
I want to hear Lee. I want to hear Mr. Lee right here.
Freestyle or written?
Whatever you got.
Whatever you got.
Throw me a word.
So you want to go it like that?
I do it like that.
Oh, you want to do it like that?
I do it like that.
All right, so this is how we going to do it.
And keep throwing the words. Just keep throwing words.
Keep on? Okay.
Throw words. Brooklyn. That's the place where you can get your manhood tooken. I come from East 38th and Avenue D. Vanderveer, playing ball, never sleep on Lee. My name Major, M-A-J to the O-R. Throw me another word and let's see how far we can go. Let me tell you something. I freestyle from the Ocean Avenue. You know how I do. This is Major. Oh Lord, this is Major. You threw me a word like Ocean Ave. I come through. I see how you laugh. The Yankee cat.
We're gonna leave it right there. I just want to know. I just wanted to know if y'all was gonna front on me. That's it. Because hip hop,
man,
like you just said, it's not about being a toughest to being like somebody else. Just being you, just spitting some word, spitting a word that connect with the next one. That's all that's what hip hop is about. It's a lifestyle. It's not about being so correct about it. It's just being a lifestyle. You coming off the head, whatever come up there, ping pong, ding dong. Ring the fucking alarm. But stay calm.
You know what I'm saying?
My underarm.
Pong,
You know what I'm saying?
It's just whatever you want to vibe with. So before we leave out of here, because we've been on here for like two minutes, 2 hours. Tell the people your best memories of Flatbush and what you got to tell them before you get off the platform. So I'm gonna start off with Light. Tell me your best thing about Flatbush you love.
Honestly, the best thing about Flatbush, man, is like that place became a second home for me. You know what I mean? Like you said earlier, coming from Jamaica, when you come up, it's either White Plains Road or Flatbush. That, in my time, that was like, that's where all the Caribbean people was. So for me, it really gave me a lot, man, coming up to the States from Jamaica, at that age, not knowing nobody. So it gave me a second home, man. Like, no joke. No joke. I mean, I ride for Flatbush, trust me. Them two brother, yeah, too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We ride for you.
Without my 2 brothers on this line, man, like, who knows which way I would have went, coming up from Jamaica, just new to not knowing nobody, That's
a fact. That's a fact. The way you explain your story, that's like, you don't know where it went if you didn't meet them. Now, hold on, I didn't even ask you that, though. How long it took you to meet them when you came here from Jamaica?
Not even 1 year, 6 months.
Jesus Christ! So look how that you just landed here and you stepped into a boat.
I was still that guy. that go to the train station and look on the map. I will never know. Bumbo clad. This a red line. This a red line. It goes so. And then we have to go jump off. Trying to read them side, right?
The
So
red one
anyway,
to
I
the
was going
green
with
one.
y'all. So when I was rolling with them, I was rolling with them. Like they know where they going, and I'm going with them. You know what I'm saying? Like for at least a year or two, for at least a solid year. So salute my brothers, man, and that's what Flatbush means to me, and that's why Dangerous, is so important. That's why we had to shoot the video there. Big up Steve Austin. You know what I'm
Big up
saying?
to
The
Steve
Conroy
Austin,
Smith.
40th Market.
and Conroy Smith, the original singer of Dangerous, is on there too. So we went to Junction and bought the suit. Watch the video, man. Me walking at the
Well, we're
place.
gonna
I'm by
premiere.
the
We're gonna
full
premiere it.
suit.
We're gonna premiere. We're gonna drop it on We All Flatbush. That's a fact.
Junction, right? That's what I'm shooting.
Niceness.
All right, your man. Tell me what you love about Flatbush and what you got going on after, man.
Man, Flatbush is where I learned my 5% lessons in the beginning, my Islamic lessons next, my Moorish lessons after that. My musicality is from Flatbush. We were born and raised in Flatbush at a time where we were influenced by the best of the best, and it was current. You had Milk D. First of all, you had Milk D. Milk is chilling, Giz is chilling. Then shortly after that, you had Special Ed. Come on, man, I Got It Made. Special Ed. Listen, I could sing the whole song. I should teach a college course on I Got It Made. Because that song is the immaculate truth. Best shit I ever heard in my life.
Okay.
So all of the culture and the education, the erudition, the manners, the politics, the politeness, the culture, the Caribbean culture, alongside the American culture, the hip hop culture. We were just there because I started off in Catholic school. I went to OLR on Forster and Ocean. Then from OLR, I went to Ditmas. From Ditmas, I went to Brooklyn Tech. From Brooklyn Tech, I went to City Ass. So, yo, Popeye, they coming for you.
Yo.
So all those influences, all those different things happened at the right time and at the same time, and all them things influenced me, including everybody on my block.
Okay.
And then that's what gave me the braveness, so to speak, to even approach these two guys. Because who is this guy? This guy's only like 5'4" at the time, not now, but back then I was like 5,
You 5'5"?
5 something, very small, right?
He's a half a man.
Right. Yeah.
He's a half a man.
Me and Jermaine is the same height, right? So to me, I'm like, yo, listen, what you did was dope. You need to roll with me because I'm gonna start a group and you should be in it. And they're looking at me like, all right, man, why you yelling in my face? Like, who are you? Don't worry about that. Just come with me. Just show up. And sure enough, here we are today talking to you about some miraculous things that we did. And
I'm honored. I'm honored to be talking to y'all. Y'all need to get this understanding. I'm honored.
Let me tell you something. I'm
honored
to even. I told you that it was coming for you.
Yo,
I'm honored to have these two dudes have and trust my words and say, yo, listen, Brethren, let's do something. And they was like, hey, we'll try it. And I'm glad that, fuck it, we're gonna win. No matter what, we're gonna win. And sure enough, we end up doing what we did. And as much as everybody else in Flatbush, not everybody, but as much as your boys, the other groups, I wouldn't say they hated us, but for some reason they were just always mad at us. And I was like, yo, this is from Flatbush.
I told you this earlier, man. It's because of the not to say simple, but it was the fact of what y'all was representing and what other brothers was representing. Like, it was total different. So brothers just felt like if you representing that, you pussy. Just straight cut the cord.
And we not.
Pussy. No, I mean, we don't know that. We didn't really, it's a perception of anything.
Right.
You could look at Prince and say he pussy too. But some nigga gonna tell you he ain't.
And Prince will fuck you up.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying the perception of that. You know what I'm saying? The perception of that, and that's where
Nigga,
people get it
Prince,
twisted at. People
Prince
get it
got
twisted
healed.
like he
Prince
look
got
like he
healed in
pussy,
the
but he ain't pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly.
Well, Lee, let me hear
Yeah.
what you got to say.
I would say what I take away from Flatbush more so and it would affect my life. Two things really: culture, understanding culture, hip hop and dance hall music, understanding culture, and my wife. My wife from Flatbush, she's been with me for over 25 years. So I carry culture and I carry
Chest
the good
move.
woman.
Just,
Chest
Carry
move.
culture and I carry the good woman.
Chest move. Clean it up. Clean it up from earlier. That's right.
that's right.
Salute that.
Simple as that, man. Culture and my woman, man.
That's
Good.
dope.
I respect that though. I respect that
You
as
know?
a man to say that. You know what I mean? Because we men now. Like I
Right.
said, when we was younger, we was boys, of
Right.
course. But you know what I mean?
And
That's
she
just for
went,
boys to men.
and she went through all my Flatbush bullshit, all my Bush baby bullshit, and we still here to this day. And she right inside, listening, just like everybody else.
I see you. You love your woman, boy. That's what's up, boy.
You can't be around that long without
Listen, I love my
loving your
woman too.
woman.
One day I'm gonna get there where you at. I love my woman too. So
Absolutely.
I respect my woman, Tracy.
Yeah,
But,
man.
she got the Tracy cheesecake popping. But
There you go. Yeah, we got to support that. We got to support that cheesecake, man. I need to get some of that cheesecake.
okay, we
We
working
need
on
to get that.
deliveries.
We're
We
gonna work
working on
that out.
deliveries right now.
We're gonna work that out.
Yo, are you
Please-
shipping it or what?
Please and
That's what I
send.
said. We're
Please
working
and
on
send
shipping
it.
stuff right now. We're working on
Okay.
the shipping. You know what I mean?
We gotta
Soon
get
we
on
get
that.
Soon we get that intact. Y'all be the first thing.
So just yes, when you start it out, send me the link. I would just support the
But
thing.
yo, man, like I said, man, I'm very honored to have y'all on the platform here tonight. Mr. Man, Lee, Light, aka the legends, the one and only Bush babies coming out of Flatbush, man. I respect y'all, man, because it was an honor to have you on the platform. I can't. At one point, I was just fucking with Mr. Man on the line, chopping up with him. As a matter of fact, Mr. Man, I'm glad that you pulled through what you went through.
Thank you, man.
I mean, at one point, I didn't know what was going on with you.
Listen, I
You
didn't
know what
know.
I'm saying? And I mean, but I'm glad and I'm honored. I'm so blessed that you pulled through that. You know what I mean? So we here today to chop about your legacy and your group's legacy and how y'all came in the game and what y'all did and all for Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? So we are Flatbush. We salute y'all, all three of y'all. Straight up, it's a fact.
Before
19 double F.
Papa,
That's my podcast I'm working on. You know what I mean? And we'll be back on that also too. You know what I'm saying? What you got to
me
say?
no
Like, talk.
me no want to cut your thought, but me want to make sure we don't leave you some before we give you your flowers too. 'Cause I want to tell you something. You know, for all of we looking back and we correct ourselves. You's a man that had a rep, and me and you never got to chop it up, but we knew of you very well. We know of you very well. That's why I said, we know your activities. Nobody feels so we never see you in a function on the road. But no, but more I said like to the youth them while I watch and thing and I listen, you see how like grown men is coming together, linking and talking from different sides of the cities and the towns and thing. It's like, look, man, we even was talking amongst each other, man. What a shame that we didn't have more unity. You see what I'm saying? Because
That's a fact.
we over here getting these big deals and stuff, and we worried about who can get in the club and who can shot who and who tough and who not tough. Instead of we moving as a unit, you know what I'm saying? So now when Bush Baby's got a record that's bubbling, if anybody even sneeze wrong,
Yeah,
uno just
everybody
box
supposed to
off.
move.
Uno supposed to box off them face and say
Right.
Bush
You
Baby's run
you right.
things.
You
Why
right.
turn
You
up?
right. You right. You right. You right.
I'm hoping
wrong. You right.
No, so I'm hoping that energy is what we doing by us linking, pushing forward, building like this, and just know so like we have respect for y'all, and we wanted it to be like that.
Yo, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna say it again.
100%.
If you go back to the first album, Popeye's name is in the credits.
Yep.
I shot Popeye and VIP in the first album in the
Yeah,
credits.
hold up, man. Y'all niggas gonna make me feel like a little bitch. You gonna make me cry and shit. Hold up.
True
Got me
story though.
emotional
True
out
story.
this bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True
that's
story.
serious.
Nah, you gonna
Yeah.
make me go,
Story.
look, don't play with me, man.
Go look at that first album. The whole everything was
True.
Bedrock Posse, Mean Guy Posse, Criminal Empire, Popeye, VIP, FPK, so NA Rock.
Oh man.
Mention all that in it.
Yo, yo,
So, what mindset? What
yo,
mindset?
this shit is
Mindset.
crazy.
Thank you
Yo,
to everybody.
This is
Goodbye,
real. This is. I love y'all, man. I respect and love y'all, man. For real.
Mr. Man.
Y'all niggas got me. They got me feeling emotional a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like on some real shit because I'm like, what like just said though, man, was real shit though. Like, you know, if niggas was thinking a little different, niggas could have been a little been in different
Right.
situations, man. But even though we were so ignorant, y'all was so positive, y'all still shouting us out. Y'all still throwing us love, but niggas wasn't really trying to show y'all love.
because we know what it is, man.
You
We
know
know
what
what
I'm
it
saying?
is.
And I'm
We
like,
know what it is.
It's a you know what? It's a
Bridget,
bigger picture than we see.
Popeye, if you was getting into the club and you was doing your thing and I was on the outside, me would have screw up my face. I said, oh, that little stink boy come walking at the club. I'm big man like me can't get in a club. Like, Bridget, like, it's not about you personally, or it's just the situation man and man find themselves in it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
you're right, man.
it ain't like that. You know what I
It's
mean?
not
Like we was
personal.
young.
It was just ignorance.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah, man.
personal.
It was believing
No.
something that wasn't real.
It was ignorance. It was just ignorance. You know what I mean? Yo, why you got black on? I don't like it. Why you have a
Yep.
hat on? I just don't like it.
Yep.
Why you got money and I'm broke?
But that's because your situation, you put you in a tension. So when you're in a tension, you vex.
Yeah.
Somebody says something, you say, what the fuck you smile for? You know what I'm saying?
Because it was
When you don't feel like smile and you broke and you hungry and a man come smile and I come tell joke. I come
easy.
joke and joke. Every minute you just like show your teeth. Every minute you have to see your blood clot teeth. That's how you feel, right? When you vex and you hungry and you right?
Yeah, this
I
nigga
lie?
said, oh, I show
I
up
lie?
your teeth.
You're
Like,
right.
you
You're
sound
right.
like my man. My man be saying that shit to me. I'm showing your fucking teeth, yo.
Every minute me have to see your teeth.
Wow.
It's true.
I'm too.
My man be like, you're too happy. I say, yo, nigga, man, I'm good now, man. I ain't gotta watch my back no more or into shit no more.
When should you not be happy?
Before I couldn't be
Exactly.
happy, man. I got shot up 3 times, my nigga. I got shot. I got hit in my eye, hit in the back of my head, hit in both of my legs. It's like I always on this movement.
I remember that's them stories.
You know what I'm saying? So when I got older and I started to move away and I realized I was doing this so much, people was like, yo, what's up with you? Why you? I'm like, yo, man, this lifestyle I was living is crazy. Then I realized that, yo, man, I ain't gotta live that no more. Niggas be telling me, I'm like, yo, listen, I don't involve myself in bullshit no more.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you
It's just
something.
that I'm too grown. I'm 50 years old.
We used to be the reason why we were never concerned and it always seemed like we happy and we smiling. It wasn't because we were just happy and smiling. We came from the same shit. But we also traveled to other parts of the world. We didn't just stay on Flatbush Avenue. We didn't have no deal. We in California. We in Atlanta. We rolling with Jermaine. We rolling with
But this is what I'm trying to say to you, man.
That exposure.
What y'all was doing, we was in the hood. Niggas like us was still in the hood.
And that's the difference.
So you over here doing this. You want video music back city, and we in the hood. We on the corner of Flatbush and Glenwood drinking a 40 and smoking a nickel bag.
And how about oh, you want to come do the show? But when we come down the block to get our haircuts, because I used to come down Glenwood and Flatbush all the time to get my haircut. Right there between Glenwood, between Flatbush and
Who should cut your hair? Who should cut your hair?
Junior. In the upstairs. Glenwood between Flatbush and Ocean.
I think I know what you're talking about. Between Glenwood and Ocean. On Glenwood, upstairs. Upstairs on top of the store.
Yes.
I know you're talking about, yeah.
And that was before I even had braids or locks. I had a little low fade, you know what I'm saying? And I used to always come there to get my haircut. I used to run with under his brother.
Which on?
Uncourt. That's my brethren from first grade, from PS 152.
Get the fuck out of here.
him and all his brothers.
Hold on.
All my brothers.
Hold on. I know you're talking about Master, Mrs. Marcel, and Ryan, his brother.
Yes. And I grew up with his wife, Kelly.
No, I'm not. Hold on. Before niggas think I'm laughing, I'm not laughing at them. I'm just laughing that you know them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit, you know them.
Brethren, I'm really from there. We are really from. We just.
No, you're right.
I just didn't get no bullshit, but I know from all the way from that way to all the way to that way. Whatever in Flatbush, we knew everybody.
Okay. That's what's up, man. This is real connected, man. I ain't gonna lie. I can say he know un, baby. That's what's up, man. Nah.
Yeah.
The shit is thick. The family is thick, though. But I ain't gonna lie, though, man. I'm like I said, man. I really appreciate y'all, man, and I really appreciate because the story that we had tonight was some nice little stories. I see my man Lee over there with the pool. I just still can't get over this pool shit. My man got a pool, you know what I mean? He talking like he's showing off. He really showing off. I'm in the pride.
That means you invited, son. That means you invited if the man's showing you all of that.
How big is how big is the pool? How big is the pool? Is it 2 feet or 1 feet?
6. It's 5. It's, hold on.
No, I'm gonna make that nigga look up and show his
Hold on. It come all the way around.
All right, man.
It come all the way around.
You know this.
He ain't got no kiddie pool, man. He represent. Ain't no kiddie pool.
Nah, but not for real though. But on a real note, I respect y'all, man, and y'all showed me something more better tonight about that we wasn't unified back then, and you know what I mean, and it was stupid, but you know that was back then. But the history is so deep with y'all because the simple fact that y'all came from the bush and y'all had the chances to be at places where a lot of dudes wasn't able to, because there's a lot of people that came from the bush. But I'm really looking at y'all's success more or less at that time of the era that came from the bush. I'm gonna say y'all in special ed, and I'm gonna say Fu Schnickens was one of the tops.
And Doc Ice.
But they was born before y'all. I'm looking more y'all era.
Yeah.
The golden era. And I'm gonna say for Flatbush, I'm gonna say Fu Schnickens, y'all and special ed was more on the top. Who else? Little Sean, no. Little Sean had his burn. No disrespect to Sean, but as far as my recollection, Sean just had his burn for this really a one record.
Big up Little Sean. He was doing a lot of writing. That's what he was doing. A lot of writing.
That's a different conversation. But the pen writing, he's talking about as far as music itself. That, you know what I mean? They putting out, then you going off of that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your pen game is your pen game. You talking about the collaboration. You doing your records, people like it, booking you to go and perform it. You know what I mean? And I say you and Ed, y'all Ed and
Fu Schnickens
was one of the top people that came out of the bush that did that. And put the light on Flatbush. Y'all never said y'all wasn't from Flatbush. Because if you look at a lot of people, you look at Wikipedia, they know they from Flatbush, but it's not saying Flatbush. When I type in y'all shit, it say Flatbush, Brooklyn. When I see Flatbush, Brooklyn. When I see it's Flatbush, Brooklyn. You know what I mean? And that means something to me. And that means a lot to everybody in the bush also. I believe so too. You know what I'm saying? That you never left home. You never took away from home. And that means a lot to us. And that's why
wherever we went, we took Flatbush there.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to take that New York with you, but you're supposed to take where you're from with you too. You're taking New York with you, but you're also supposed to take where you from.
Flatbush.
You know what I'm saying? So right, because you was from Harlem, you'll be wearing a leather jacket with rhinestones.
You just like this.
You know what I mean? But you came from Flatbush, you know you're going to wear a used jacket and a damaged jean.
And some
Fox. You know
and the gents,
So you
and a kerchief in your pocket.
And I have to tell you, and your belt gotta hang off.
Some clock.
And your belt gotta hang off. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta stand with a tilt. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
I
yeah,
understand.
and they gotta be, and then you don't like video like.
Right.
Then you don't like
No, no, if I picture, I'm on face.
But nah, but we gotta tap off right now. I know we gotta tap off.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, man, I'm really honored to have y'all on here, man. Lee, man, Light, the Bush baby.
Let's go.
We are Flatbush. Thank you.
Thank you.
Salute.
Peace.
Anytime you need us, brother.
Salute.
Bless.
We
I'll be
here.
hitting y'all
Anytime.
up.
Anytime. You got our numbers. Just call. Anything you need. Anytime.
I got y'all, man. I will be hitting y'all up.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man.
Bless.